I don't sit here every time and say click and like and subscribe and all that stuff. It does help. It helps boost the ratings. Gets out to more people. So if you watch these videos and if you've not subscribed, do subscribe. And there's a little bell down there that will notify you every time a new video comes up. It does help boost your ratings in YouTube, and they present it to more people. We're gonna go out here and plant us some Detroit red beets. Hopefully there ain't a bunch of grass growing up in it. In the garden where I tilled it. Looks pretty good, looks pretty dry. That deer's been back in here stomping around, eating my corn down. All I can say is it's on borrowed time right now. I'm gonna put quite a bit of these beets in here, and I think what I'll do is plant me 2 rows. I need to put these in the shade. I'll set these right over here somewhere. How am I gonna do this? I'm just gonna have to plant a crooked row, is all I know. I'll just plant a crooked row of beets. I'll try my best to stay as straight as I can. That's what I'll try to do, which is almost impossible. Let's just take off through here and try to stay straight. There's one good thing about it. These little planters, I tell you, is a trick. And 2 rows all the way across through there before you've got time to even worry about getting a hoe out. And I'll put my beets back in the bag here. It don't take a couple of minutes, and you can have all the beets and all the food, all the stuff you want to plant. Let's put it that way. Now that's it. And I'm gonna show you something here. When you plant gardens and stuff, I'll just show you what can present problems while you're trying to grow stuff. So let me put this back up. But we got 2 rows there now, 2 rows of beets. Whoo, look like a rainbow out through there. They're not too bad, but I usually run a string, not this time. So we got 2 rows of Detroit red beets, and then I'll go over here and I'll show you some devastation that happens when you're trying to grow a garden. Okay, this is my corn patch. I had 11 or 12 rows there. Incredible corn. It came a storm. Now this is only the 2nd year that I've planted that corn right there, and I'll give you another view here in a second, but you can see right in there especially, but it looks good from this angle. Let's walk on over corn. The corn right there on the side, on the edge, little short stuff, that's where I extended this garden, made it 4 or 5 foot wider. That ground's had no amendments done to it. This corn hasn't had no fertilizer other than a cover crop that I put on. Anyway, it's short there, and you can see it gets taller as it gets out into the garden. It was a good stand of corn, pretty good. Then the wind come and gutted it. Seen pictures from last year. It done the same thing. Last year, it went through there and just rimmed her out. That's the way she goes. Of course, this corn here now, it's coming on. I'll get a little out of it. I'll get a little. The corn that got blowed down was tasseling and all that good stuff. But that gives you an idea. You can't count your chickens for the hatch. I can tell you that right now. You can't do it. So you can see there how it's blowed it all down. Now, it's tried to stand back up. It has tried to stand back up. I'm gonna walk there just a little and see if I can. I ain't been in there since, actually I ain't been in there since it blowed down. I'm just looking. Now some of this corn, it's trying to turn back up. There may be some that actually survive. I'll move on over here and let you see. You can see where it's blowed down. I mean, it's a mess. See the corn laying down there. Just like I say, some of that corn, like how that's laid down there, if I could see it, where's it at? Right there. That ear, it's still up off the ground enough that it could possibly get pollinated and make more, but I don't know. Anyway, second year, it's blowed down here. This is the second year. And I would assume that, as far as I'm concerned, it'll be the last year that I plant it here. Not 3 years in a row. I won't stand for it. So let's go over here and look at another problem. I'm gonna walk out there and look at this patch, because that deer was in there last night. So I'm gonna walk out here and see if it's eating any of this corn here. Right here, eat these tops off right here. So I've got okra over here, and they seem to like okra. And I've got to get that okra picked today. Yeah, it's eat the limbs off that okra. All I can say is adios deer. The next time it's in my spotlights of a night out here at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning eating my corn, it's going in the freezer. So I'll trade a little okra and some corn and whatever else it's eat to venison. Let's go over here and look at the other patch. Okay, this is actually that's the first, after the corn that blowed down over here that's almost mature. This is the second patch I planted right there. And I'm gonna spin, you can look out there at the far end, it looks fairly undisturbed. Then down on this end, it's not too bad right through there. So I'm going to focus right there. And I'm gonna walk out there and we'll see what we can see there. Like I don't know what we'll see. This corn's pretty good shape as far as weeds growing up in it. That over there is not. Now this didn't happen in one night. This deer's been coming in here. He was in here again last night. I see his tracks there. So he's eating this corn off. This corn can, as long as he don't get down and eat the bud, it'll try to rebound. But now he's been working on this. She has been working on this. Them's eat plumb off right there. 2 right there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stalks. 5 there. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. All this in here is eat down into the buds. Right in here. So that deer, it's a coming right in here. If that deer would go away and stay out of here and not come back, I'd be happy. I see the last patch I planted, 7 rows over here, is coming up. I'll bring the camera over here and show you. It's coming up. But I am not going to do this and sit by and watch these critters destroy what I've worked for. Venison on the menu. Okay, that's the corn right there, right there. 7 rows. You can see where I planted 2 rows of Detroit red beets. And I'll show you what I was talking about here. Start out right here now. You get out toward the end there, you can see it big rainbow. It ain't bad, but it's got a lean to the left down there a little. That'll be your beets. I've got some more over there, but the weeds has swallowed them. Tater patch, tater's still in there. Taters are still in there. I need to get them out. I'll have to mow that again, I guess. I run a lawnmower over it before. Chop them weeds off them taters. Peppers are doing good. Them's hot. Them's them bad peppers, them 3 right through there. 1, 2, 3. On the right side, 1, 2, 3. These others is banana peppers. Now, these banana peppers that I planted here, these first few rows of them, I pulled some and ate. They're not extremely hot, but they've got some heat to them. You can see a few in there hid around. There's a bunch of them they need picked. But these first 2 or 3 rows of these banana peppers has got some heat to it. Now, whether they've cross-pollinated with them hot ones right there, 1 hot one, 2 hot ones, 3 hot ones. I don't remember. Ghost peppers, they're some of the hottest peppers they are, is all I know. I guess you can see them stowed away back in there. Those peppers on the right, 1, 2, 3. There's 3 of them. Stephanie brought and brung in here. And those boogers, I think, is extremely hot. They're extremely hot. These old weeds that's trying to grow up around my peppers. These little boogers right here, they're blooming. I mean, they've been a-blooming. Yeah, right down there is some. Oh, goodness. They're in there. Ooh. Yeah, there's them wrinkled up looking things. I don't even know if it's touched the plant or not. I know one thing, I guess I'll have to make bug medicine out of them. Because I'm not going to eat them. I can't eat them things. Yeah, they're just putting on too, so if something don't happen to them, yeah, they're there. I know there's 2 different kinds, maybe 3 peppers, hot peppers. While I'm here, I'm going to walk out here and check this jalapeno. See if it's putting anything on it yet. You can see right here, peppers. I suppose you can see. 2 jalapenos and 4 or 5 banana peppers. And there's some little ones in here. It's all wrinkled up. Them's the ugliest looking thing. They look deformed. They look retarded. What they look. I tell you hell, I bet them's hot. Whew. Hot, hot, hot. That's the banana peppers and jalapeno peppers right there. And they're good. I like them. I really do like them. I'm gonna sit down here and try them like a nut. And there's some over there, I can tell you right now, that I don't intend to try. So these right here is banana peppers and 1 off of each of the jalapenos. I thought I just had 1, but I got 2 plants over there, which that's plenty. And I've not ate any of these. She brung these plants in here. These could be bad peppers, so I'll try them last, and I'll eat me one of these. Here's one it's getting kind of a dark yellow, so I'd say it's more ripe. Whew. Let me it's not saturated yet, but I'll squeeze it and it kind of sends all that stuff around, blends it in, and keeps that old water from dripping down on your glasses. Anyway, that was the banana peppers. They're good. No heat there. No heat there. Let me grab one right here at the edge. Now it's right by them hot peppers. Somebody that knows peppers might be able to tell me that if you've got banana peppers, sweet banana peppers, these are not hot. No heat supposed to be in them. And if you plant them by a Carolina Reaper and a Trinidad, I think is what those are. Ghost peppers or something like that. Planted 3 foot apart, within 3 foot. If that will make this hot. This pepper has absolutely no heat. Seeds and all. Let me get one more off this end plant. This one is grown off this end plant. And there's one thing about it. This one's grown off the end plant. Look at it. See, it's kindly knotted up and messed up, deformed a little, more than that one. Maybe it's just where it growed. May have growed down at the bottom and hit the ground, turned up, I don't know. Anyway, this is the one, I think this is the one that had some heat in it. Let's see. No. I don't understand that one, because I got some off of here a few days ago. Trying to get them seeds in my mouth. No heat, no heat. None whatsoever. Now, jalapeno. This, like I said, I'm not tested these. These are new line of peppers that she bought and brought in here. Let's be easy with these. Good taste. Now, yeah. Feel a little, there's heat there. Oh yeah. How much heat? Let's find out. All the seeds. Waiting on it. About the proper amount of heat that I like. They ain't scalding, but they'll warm you up. They'll warm you up enough to go back to one of these banana peppers. It's all the heat I like right there. Them's good. Yes, sir. Capsaicin. I need to get to picking these banana peppers. Get them in the refrigerator. Get them picked, they'll keep blooming, put more on. And they will anyway. That's the first jalapeno pepper I've had. But now I ate one of these banana peppers, and I'm telling you, they weren't hot. They weren't screaming hot. They had some heat to it. It had a little heat to it. But now, I thought it was off of them plants right there. I don't know, that maybe somewhere in there a seed, you know, when you buy these seeds, there's so many seeds, they could be a little seed hung in something and fall into it. You can actually come up with a rogue plant. But I think that whatever it is, it don't matter to me. Now those three plants right there, those hot peppers, I ain't eating one, because I will be fool enough to try it a little, I guess. You know, that, just like I said, that jalapeno's hot enough for me. And some of them demon peppers is what I call them. They'll set you completely on fire. Breeze, little breeze blow. It makes you really feel good. It makes a big difference. But we got us some beets here. It's like I said, got a row over there, but the weeds have engulfed them. I'm not even gonna fight the weeds, let the weeds have them. I'll have some here. It's time to start planting stuff for fall anyway. Right now, good time. Good time to start planting for your fall stuff, especially stuff that takes a little while to grow. Those beets, they'll come in about, it may be frost coming before I hit them, because a lot of times my beets, I let them go, get bigger, bigger, bigger. More beets, more volume, same plant. And a lot of people like some little bitty beets about the size of a 50-cent piece or a quarter. Well, that's fine. Just plant them thick when you do that. Plant them thick. if you want a lot of beets, that's what I'm saying. Plant them and do the way you like. That's the best way to do it. I just wanted to show you how easy it was to plant a row or two of beets with that little earthway planter. I'm telling you people, I mean, if you grow gardens and got a garden the size of this one, this ain't humongous, but it's a pretty good sized garden. I'm going to say invest in an earthway planter, unless you like going through there twiddling little seeds. It's only, let me tell you something. There's one drawback, and it's not a drawback really, but it could be, is when you use those little earthway planters, you can't buy a little bag of seeds that's got 25 or 40 seeds in it, or 100 seeds in it. You put 100 seeds in that, and that's according to what kind, but I'm talking about these small seeds. You put 100 seeds in that, and you don't need it. If that's all you plant and you don't need it, you've got to have an ounce or two, or a half a pound of seed. And tell you something else, most of the time, if you go to the right place to buy your seeds, you'll find out that you can get your seeds in a bulk package, an ounce, a half a pound, a pound, a lot cheaper than you can these little $3 or $4 packs. It's got, you open the pack and you'll see a few seeds in the bottom. But Martin's Greenhouse Supply in Liberty, Kentucky. Martin's Greenhouse Supply, Liberty, Kentucky. Remember that. Call them. Look it up on the internet. They'll send you a book. And that's where I've started getting a lot of my seeds at. And I swore when I got them, when I looked at the price and the quantity and quantity and quality of seeds that I got, I said right then, I said, I'll never order my seeds anywhere but there. And that's the last place I've ordered seeds, garden seeds. They got a lot of stuff, and a lot of the basic stuff that people need. But I'd highly recommend them. And they'll send you a catalog. I don't think, unless they've changed it, I don't think their pricing and stuff's listed on the internet. I'm not talking down any of the other seed companies, but here's what I am talking up. The consumer, the customer that's buying stuff. You need to get a good deal today in everything you buy if you can, because stuff is ridiculously high. They can call it inflation or whatever they want to call it. And then you'll run across some places that you can get stuff at a bargain, I think. And I think, unless something's changed now, I think Martin's Greenhouse Supply is one of your best places. Not the only one, but one of the best that I've found. Check it out. Check it out. Order your seeds this year for next year, because you don't know what next year is going to hold. Get your seeds ordered. Order your seeds for your garden for next year. And those seeds, if you take care of those seeds, most seeds will last a long time. If you put them in the refrigerator or some in the freezer. Don't be afraid to put your seeds in the freezer. And I won't say all seeds, I'm just saying a lot of them. And I'm going to probably come out here after a while, if I can take this heat, and I'm going to clip off a bunch of these peppers and get them in the house before they start telling the plant that I don't want to produce no more. I've never had that trouble with peppers. They'll be there if you don't rip them out till frost hits them and kills them, and still blooming and producing peppers. The tomatoes through here, if you want to talk about organic food, this right here, you couldn't get no more organic than them peppers, because I'll assure you, this garden, everything in this garden this year, now I have used stuff, and if you've got brassica and stuff, you're going to use some BT, or you're going to be eat up with them old white moth, I call them cabbage worms, or whatever they are. I don't know what they are, but they'll eat it up. Even the potatoes, I saw 1 or 2 little potato bugs this year, which was good. I mean, the The pest pressure so far this year on stuff has been to a minimum, not been bad at all. But I've not fertilized nothing. I've not, now I may regret it on the tomatoes. I always put a little lime or gypsum or something around in the hole when I plant stuff. When I do that, I have no problem blossom end rot. When I don't do it, most of the time I get it. And another thing, in your garden, you'll find that stuff does better in one area than it does the other. And I know that they say, oh, you ain't supposed to plant in the same place over and over because it promotes disease. I'm just telling you. I've got areas in this garden that the potatoes do good. I've got areas in the garden that tomatoes do good. Area in the garden where the onions do better. Area in the garden where the garlic does better. And if you notice, they're there every year practically. This time I moved my tomatoes from over here up to this end to check it out to see again. Now I growed some about where these peppers is at one year. It may have been the kind of tomato that it was. Those tomatoes ripened. Now I'm not exaggerating. Those tomatoes were ripened and they would fall off the plant and be laying on the ground like apples falling out of a tree. Not a blemish in them, and good firm tomatoes, and they were good tomatoes. I wish to goodness I could remember what they were. Now I put the lime to them, and I think I even put Epsom salts on them that year. And they were vigorous, and they were solid, good tomatoes. That's like I say, you'd think, well, if a tomatoes fell off and hit the ground 9 times out of 10, it's over, it's done, it's rotted, and some, But anyway, I'm just telling you, I picked 5-gallon buckets up off the ground like picking apples up off the ground. If I could go back to that, I would go back and get them. I'm gonna go over here and see if I've got any. Before I get off here, I'll lay this stuff right here. I'll spin the camera around where you can see me goofing off over there. I'm gonna walk out there and see if I've got any okra. I'll assure you I do. I'll go out here and then come back and get them on the way back. That way I won't have to pack them out and back. Yeah, there's a few. And that deer that's out here eating my stuff is done messed up. He done messed up, yeah. I'll get what I can get. Now the little bitty ones, it's the tightest leave them there. Okra. Then you get one plant like this and I'm picking, you'll see them in a minute. You get kind of deformed looking. I don't know a lot about okra. I just know I like it. This stuff grows fast, let me tell you. A bit like a cucumber. Whew. Some of this stuff, you'd think there ain't no way that that's gonna be edible. I'm hung up here. I'm glad that I put this plastic down. I sure am. Because if I hadn't, we wouldn't have nothing much here. I'll show you the okra in a minute. It is better small, the okra is. Look here. You think that's too big. You cut that up and fry that, cook that. It would be a little bit tougher than this one. This is a big okra. And some of it, I don't know why that curls up like that. Big okra. But just like I say, I'm eating it. And if it was tough, I couldn't eat it, could I? Probably get tougher on down there. If you've never ate raw okra, raw asparagus, you'll either like it or you won't. Now as that gets down toward that stem, that's getting a little tougher. Yeah. See? But the ends of that's fine. Now the okra that I growed before, I don't know what it was called, cow horn, bull, I don't remember. Don't even remember. Don't remember the name of this. I just know it's purple okra. When that other got this size, it was so tough you couldn't eat it. You had to get it when it was little, like this one. But this is tender. I like to steam them. You can steam them, put them in a, wash them and put them in a air fryer, or put them in a pan, put a little water in there with them, put a lid on it, steam them. They're good, or a steamer. Bunches of okra. All right, let's take my kangaroo pouch and go in the house. That's it.